Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Gym X Mafia, and today we gonna play some. That's right, it's Doki Doki Victory Club, but this one is a mod one. Yes, as you can see. And now I'm gonna put my name in it. What should I put? There we go. Very nice. Oh, it's Monica. That's awesome. So Monica is from the first original games that got spoiled because I didn't play the game. Uh, we delete her by the way, so it was really fun to play the first original game, and yeah, it was kind of creepy, I would say. But let's see what this one has to offer. I heard this one is a little bit scary, but just a little bit, but not that much. So we'll see. But you really care about them, do you? I wish. Never mind. What do you mean, never mind? If you really want to do it, I won't stop. Okay. I'm playing the game, so shut up. I've been playing to take control of this game again, but if you succumbs to the mod control. So is he control the mod too? Maybe. So, do what we do. I'm pretty sure the last time you did that was not a good thing happening. So. Yes or no? Well, I played the game, so yes. Please don't kill me, please. God damn it. I know. P. Oh, whatever your name is. I truly hope that you can find a beneficial choice. Okay. I lay in the bed, motionless and staring at the blanket by ceiling. Last night was dreadful. Why is there no sound? What the hell? I don't like this. Last night was dreadful. The sound of thunder kept me up for an hours. But today, I guess. Another day. My English sucks, so please. Let's just hope that it is a little bit better. With another sign, I regularly drag myself out of bed and groggily begin the monotony of the daily routine. Okay. Making my way to garden. Unfortunately, there's no tasting homemade breakfast waiting for me. Ever since my parents' divorce, I've been living off wherever I find in the kitchen. I live with my mom, but she always taking business trip abroad. So for the most part, it's pretty much me at home, only, but I manage. Although I do miss the smell of bacon and egg in the morning breakfast. Used to be family things. Is it talking about me or someone's story? That would be read the newspaper at the kitchen table while mom would stand at the stove fry up her famous sunny side up. Okay, but other fear like a long forgotten memories, where at least the breakfast is sort of a calorie tea. GG. Not exactly the best start to the day, but it will do. I do my own shopping since my mom never home, but I usually stick to buy the bare necessities. The ease of using pre-made stuff has pretty much stopped me of the urge to cook meal for myself. And my food quickly finished. I heard for the door. At the very least, the weather looked much better than it just like clear sky. Sayori. We had quite a history as a children, basically inseparable. Always exploring, getting maps to make shifts, driving out parent bars, typical things that the young children do really. As time went on, especially in the recent years, we start slowly drifting apart. In fact, I haven't probably spoken to them for a long time. It's really a shame at the point. We have a lot of fun memories with each other. I surprised to see earlier, so though a couple of times I glanced out the classroom window only to see her hurriedly walking out along the school. We used to walk off to school together, and although she sometimes a little late to meet me, I didn't ever mind. As we continued to drift apart, however, her lack of punctuality became more frequent, and I decided better if I walked to school alone. That said, I should have taken the bus to school. It's so much convenient. Which means that although I did get to school on time more often, it was quite lonely. Knowing her, she probably just got more and more lazy every time. She did. After all, her dedication to sleep seemed to be unbearing. Ah, well, still, I enjoy talking to her. Beep, beep, beep. Very nice name. Hey, Sayori. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? She looked surprised at me and previous question. I suppose I can't blame her. Oh, hey, beep, beep, beep. I wasn't expecting to see you. That made the two of us. You earlier today. She laughed softly, misplaced, looking from my face. I've been alright through. Though, not the whole class had a lot of change and reasoning, you know. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That has been routine these days. School kinda meh, although I guess it could be worse. She nodded as we both resumed the walk to school. Although I can talk to her just fine, there's still an awkward air between us. I guess that we've been seeing as the first prosperous conversation together in a long time. As we carry making idle small talk, a sudden thought hit me. Okay. Anyway, this might come across a bit out of blue, but seeing you here has given me an idea. Oh, Mukatekaraka. Sorry. Well, it's been a while since we talked to school together. How about we start doing that again? Pretty sure. How about it? Hey, what you really want me to do? I'm not really fun to talk to. Am I always late? I frowned. It's really strange to hear Sayori saying this, given I always known her to have a little bit of bubbly, cheerful personalities. Sorry, that's definitely not true. That's a bit always being late is true. I always love hanging out with you, but I think we have a lot of fun again. Besides, I miss you. I even help you wake up on time if you need me. If you need me. If you need me. Was that a bit too forward? I don't know. I've never been in this sort of a situation before. I mean, we are child friends after all. Alright? Really? Yeah, not really. I miss you too, big BPP. BPP. Very nice name. The name of the year. Well, let's do it then from now on. We'll talk to school together, okay? No. Ah, there it is. The classic Sayori smile I grew up loving. All the memory I have was children feature that smile. No matter we venture parks, playground, forests, that smile will follow. That is a childish adventure we used to have. It's painfully clear that's long gone. It's long gone. Sad. Okay. But we might still, but we can still smile together anyway. So what you been up to lately? Ah, you know, the usual. In the bathroom. You mean game, anime, manga, right? No, I say in the bathroom. What you talking about? Yep, it pretty much goes without saying. Yes, see, I told you. She never know. Oh, you haven't changed. How could you know? You live with me? Hey, are you saying that you think I need some changes? No, one's perfect. There's always room for improvement. Especially in your case, I'm guessing you're still part of Go Club, huh? Which one? I don't know. Which one? Hey, that's a little shoot tip. What do you want me to do? Join the soccer club and trip over everyone? Well, I think it's like a little exercise is good for everyone. I'm very offended if you join the Call Me Fat right now. Pretty sure. Well, you don't need to join the sport club if you don't want to. Yeah, I was exactly thinking of checking out that. Anime club. Yes. Anime club. Told you. Wow, how'd you guess? It does suit my hobby though, so you try punching me out of it. Okay, Miss Expert Club. If you're gonna criticize all my club choices, what you would suggest? Yeah. Well, well, well. It just so happened that there is a club that I'm in. Oh, really? Yes, I'm actually the vice president. Ooh. Wow, I did not expect that. Yeah, wow. Amazing. Thanks. So you gotta go at the part. So you get to the part all in all executive decision. Kind of. The club has only 4 members at the moment, but it's really fun looking for a new member right now. So that's why she brought up. Only 4 members? Sound like guys are starting out there. What's club anyway? It's school's very own lecture club. I intend to do that outside. Her face dropped. I don't think that was quite the reaction she was hoping for. In my defense, in my cases, I don't like to join the club, so bye-bye. Literally had never quite captured my interest, unless you count manga as literature, that is. I knew it. You don't want to join. Hey, how'd she get there? I understand though, not many people like reading. Not true. I like reading. Hey, who said I didn't like reading? Does this game read my mind or something? Is there a system or something? No, there isn't. What the hell? Hey, who said I didn't like to read? I love reading, if you count manga. I muttered the last word more to myself than to Sierra. On the plus side, Sierra laughed at my sheepishness. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, you sound like someone I know from the literature club. She talk about the manga all the time. Oh really? I'm really just in the club though. I don't. You just don't. Sari smiles, seemingly content that I'm showing initiative. I'm looking for a club to join. I guess the literature club is a place as in any to start. That's great. You should come by sometime. By sometime you hoping for today, aren't you? Hey, the sooner the better. Alright, I have a look after school today. Yay, thanks BPP. Although, we should probably hurry up. Don't want to be late now, do we? I mean, we've been talking for 10 minutes now, so it's got to be late. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Within a few minutes, we arrived at the school entrance and meet a crowd of chattering students. We have a goodbye as we head up to separate classes. I have Sakurai in the morning, so I'm fairly confident the next hour or so won't be too bad. So, who is Sakurai, you might ask? Who is it? One of the coolest, most cooling down teacher we have in the school. Being around one young himself, the experience of high school is much fresher in the mind than in some of the other teachers, especially the older one. He gave me a smile as I opened the door. Wow, he's a senpai material. That's awesome. Morning, Big Pippi. Morning, senpai. How are we doing today? Not bad, sir. Same old, same old. How about you? Well, we finally decided on what we do on the 20th century history today, so needless to say, I'm excited. Well, me too, senpai. Oh yeah? First World War? Nazism? What? Second World War? That stuff? You bet. I wait for the year to start. Oh man, you guys in real treat. There's something else I really admire about him. He's so enthusiastic about his subjects. And that's the enthusiasm really make learnings about the history that much more enjoyable. Combined with the fact that he's fairly relaxed, especially when it comes to words, you can really see why he's popular. Yeah, I can see that. Although he does have strict sides, of course, the side of him come to light every now again, so he is impossible. By and large, he earned the respect of his students by striking the balance just right. I just wish all of this teacher was friendly and made effort to know their student better. Oh well. I take a seat and one of my classmates, Emmy smiled at me. Bouncy, energetic, she has a reputation for her skills on the track field. Even when she isn't running, she's pretty on the ball of energy. That's considerable. I appreciate that. Very nice. Hiya! Wow, Amy is better than Sayori. Another waifu material. We have one of these old friendships where we get along sorry, in the class, but don't really see each other outside the school. However, oh shit, sorry. How you doing, Amy? Training was really fun today, big baby. Oh? She's always hunt for a new recruitment to join the drag team, and she has a habit of dropping some not too subtle hint. Yeah, we're looking forward for new people, and I know you aren't part of any club, so you should totally join us. Yes, I would. It's funny you mentioned that I'm not a part of any club, actually. So kawaii ne? I think I'm gonna check out the lecturing club after school. Oh, I didn't really think you were part of the public club. Sorry. But if you ever get bored of writing poems, you know where to find me. How many times do I have to tell you that? Alright guys, let's make the start. It's almost criminal that I have to wait so long to teach my favorite centuries. Okay. The teacher is really excited. Well, that school lesson's over. As I linger behind the classroom to gather all my things, I hear the door open. It's Sayori! Hi again, big baby. BPP, sorry. Hey, the leadership meeting today, right? Yeah, it is. It was heading there now. Do you want to still come along? You bitcha. Did I say that right? You betcha. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh god. Sayori seemed to perk up, looking excited that I'm still on the come along to club. Look at you, finally do some extracurricular. Sorry, my English is not that good. Apologize. I mean, if you were the bright president, it can't be all that bad, right? Chico made me smile. Each individual member club make it special. Everyone work hard to have fun together. But let's not keep them waiting. It is rude to show up. I wanted to make a good impression after all. I guess you're right. Come on, it's right this way, and wait, stay us at the end. Let's come. I followed Sarah down the hallway. She seemed excited, and it's nice to know that I'm making her day at least a bit better. The stairs lead out to the section of the school that I recognized after third year week. Sarah lead me to his classroom and knocked on the door. Trust me, you're gonna love it. I'm sure, dude. She's definitely enthusiastic about this club, that's for sure. After a seemingly long wait, the door finally slides open. A small pinky hair girl picks up. Oh, it's Natsuki. Girl 1. Sayori! She picked up further. Hey, Natsuki! Guess what? I found someone who wants to join our club. The girl who apparently called Natsuki slowly turned a glare to me and narrowed her eyes. She's opened the door fully, and behind her, I see another girl sitting at the desk, her face browsing book. What? Hey, wait, Sayori. Sayori practically pushed Natsuki out of the way. She seemed excited to introduce me to the rest of the club of the members. Hey guys, I want to introduce you to our newest member, BPP. Battle point. Sayori, hold up. It's a bit quick to call me the new member, isn't it? Then I noticed a third girl pick up from behind bookshelf in the corner of her room. Can it be? Is that Monica? Hey, Monica. Monica is one of the popular girls of the high school. Everyone seems to flock her because she smells beautiful. I don't know, you name it. She got it. Unfortunately, this also means she's completely out of my league. She looked at me at first with a stern look, but thankfully, like I put down the book she holding and rushed over. So that's girl, BPP. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu desu. Yo wa bienvenue to the club. The girl who was face buried in her book suddenly joined up and looked right at me. She quickly snapped her book shut and timidly moved to join the conversation. Oh, a new member. My name is Yuri. Yeah, let's begin. Holy, it seemed that I had somehow lucked up. Not only that Monica is in the club, but also a bunch of other cute girls. Am I glad I decided to come here instead of the anime club today? I still want to go to anime club, but you choose it. But enough gagging. BPP, stop staring and start talking. It's nice to meet you, Yuri. Like Sayori said, I'm BPP. My name is BPP. How are you today? Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I smiled at her, then turned to Monica. So it sounds you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, BPP. Monica smiles really. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. It's kind of strange to say, but her smile at me so genuinely made me feel a little bit starstruck. Sorry, not starstruck. Oh my god, I mistake every time I try to read. The power of school idol. Pretty sure. You too, Monica. So you guys run a club with just 4 of you then? Sayori told me about how you were looking for a new member. Well, actually trying to push for more members for a while, but we haven't had luck recently. Sayori did say. My word dried up in my mouth as Netsuki shot me in person earlier. What you want? She looked pissed at me. But for what reason, I don't know. I haven't really had a chance to do much besides walk in and say hello. Sayori, you brought a boy. A boy this. Yep, he told me to want to join just this morning. Not sure if Sayori been airhead again, but I don't recall promising that I would. Yuck. Great. Basically glowing at us, pulling her arm with irritated heart. I don't really get why though. So sorry about Natsuki. That's how she is. She's a little startups to a new member. Oh, it's nothing. I don't mind. Hey, I'm glad you're here, you know. So sorry. I got to try to make good impression though. Come on, Natsuki, you need a new member. If you don't feel like being nice to BPP, can you at least be nice for me, please? Yes, you don't have to make such a big deal of it. Fine. If you're gonna beg, I guess I have no choice. Hooray! Thanks, Natsuki. Look like who is the tsundere of the group is that? I don't want to say that, but yeah. It's almost comical the extent to which Natsuki fit that role. Well, maybe my view of world just clouded by anime influence though. Anyway, let's get the conversation back on track. How will you learn to come to learn about the literature, baby? I have to admit, I'm a bit curious about that myself. Well, Sayori and I were just talking to school when she mentioned this club. Since I was started out looking for a club to join, I figured that I should check you guys out. At any rate, Sayori was really enthusiastic about the literary club, so Monica's beam pew at Sayori when she heard this. Guess Sayori has done a good job advertising for the club. I see. Well, I think this is a great place to start after all. Books can be very interesting. Yeah, it's super fun. I think the club is the only place where I've been feeling confidently lately. Sayori's face called for a moment, but she quickly picked herself back up. It's somewhere I can just see it and meet by hanging on with friends. I think they sum up the club pretty well. After all, I started to bring it together like minded people who love literature. I'm really happy with how it turns so far. It's very cozy. But enough introduction. Why don't you come in sick? Why don't you come in and take a seat, BBB? Did you bring anything to read? Well, I bring the 1000 episode of One Piece. So, as she asked that, I realized I'm not much of a reader, much less someone who loves literature. To be honest, I haven't thought this very well. Would joining a club that focus reading really the best thing for me? Oh, no. I don't really have any book at the moment. I just haven't seen any good title recently. I lie about through my teeth, hoping Monica doesn't stay through my facade. I obviously don't read much, but I believe that I do. Hopefully, it will help me to relate to this girl. Ah, well, there are plenty of books here. You wanna check it out? We have what we have. I'm sure you'll find something that matches your taste. Is that so? So, Deska? That's why. Then I guess I had over there maybe something might catch my eye. I start to sweat nervously as I walk away to the bookshelf. There look to be good variety of books available, ranging in genre from horror and fantasy. Okay, now you said it. All the way down to the non-fiction. Shiftly, I turned toward Yuri on Akatsuki. It's a game-bone game. Wait, we wanna get up. I don't know, I closed my eye. Hey, could you pick me up a book you think I like? Oh, I chose Yuri. Damn. Oh, I will have to if the prospect is too off-putting. I know a wonderful horror novel. To be honest, horror never particularly appealed to me. Still, I want to make an offer to you. I have an open mind. What book you were thinking of? Blushing, Yuri bent down and removed a thick book from the bookcase. Its light-flashing eyes on the cover, it almost feels like it's staring into your soul. Are you sure? Okay. One of my personal favorite, Portrait of Marco. They said that right? Oh yeah. I know it might look intimidating, but sorry. She shakes her head and goes to put the book back, but I stop her. Don't worry about it, I would like to check it out. What is it about? A cold smile played across her face, as though she were pleasantly surprised about my enthusiasm. Let's see. No, the protagonist is a young high school student who had moved in her with sister, but shortly after the semester start happen. The two are captured by an honest cult that practice numerous experiments on their prisoners. Throughout the race, she forced to make choice on her age she had to make. In process, her ability to trust the other is wrecked, and many of her relationships are broken as a result. Pretty dark, but hey, I would be lying if I said it didn't sound interesting. Well, it definitely sounds really engaging. I would like to. I think I will read this book then. Natsuki mumbled something, but she barely out of earshot. Really? You think you don't have to if you don't want to, you know? I do. While this might not be what I usually pick, your description of the plot in great detail. Although I have to ask, what makes this your favorite book? If I had to put it into words, I suppose I'm a believer in the literary ability to challenge the psyche. So, to have a immersed child question your ideas and foundation can extremely accelerate. Very nice. She smiled and twirled a long, leveling strand of hair around with her finger. Words are English power. They can paint through stunning portraits, evoke emotions, or even more myself to entirely new dimension. This fits her really well. As she continued to speak, she transformed from the timid girl I just met into a proud and confident expert. I get the impression that she's feel more at home the book rather than the other people. Isn't that accelerating, BPP? We have such a world vocabulary at our disposal, with such a powerful resource at our fingertips. We can do anything. I clear my throat, hoping that I don't put her off with my evident experience. Yeah, when you put it that way, I can understand how powerful the written word can be. I scratched the back of my head nervously. Fortunately, she finds that to be satisfactory answer. One must look at the word the author chose. We have so many synonyms. So, what the completely the author shaped the story the way they did? That feeling I get when I finish a truly compelling novel. It's left me totally breathtaking. Well, I wish I had something as a companion to respond. We might as well be on different planets. I'm from Mars, so you're from Earth. I think I know what you mean. She closed her eye, putting her hand close to her chest. Then, as thought if remembering she's not alone, she suddenly blinked and immediately appeared more bashful. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. I have gotten lost in my train of thought. She fidgeted with a thin clip in her hair sliding up and down. Hey, don't worry about it. It's nice to see you talking about something you greatly enjoy. Who's to say the otherwise? Yuri glanced over to Natsuki, who simply raised her eyebrow like the rock. Ah, does Natsuki not like these kind of stories? She sighed and turned to look out the window. That's probably it, likely. Well, we have a difference in what we enjoy, literary-wise. She frowned slightly, as though pained by Natsuki's apparent disapproval. Well, I think everyone's different tastes are what make literature interesting, especially when talking about it with other people. I can't help it but grin. I feel like that was actually pretty clever. Yes, that's a good way of looking at it. I reach over and take portrait of Marco from her, tucking it under my arm. Well, I give this a bit of read and see how far I can get it tonight. I appreciate you giving me the chance, even if not something you choose to. I look forward to hearing your opinion. I must warn you though, once you get to the past few chapters, you might put it down. And perhaps tomorrow, I mean, if you want to, we could. Stop! Discuss it. Ah, okay. Okay. She looked quite nervous as I just that. Guess that's how just her personality is. Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Thanks for the recommendations, Yuri. I do need to branch out and try new things. This is a good place to start. I'm grateful that I get to read on my own, at least for a moment. I honestly have no idea if I will even like it. And if I were reading with it, and then I decide I didn't. That might make a thing a little awkward. With the book in hand, I make my way to my desk. The others are all now preoccupied, so this seemed like a convenient time to start stories. It's definitely an unusual book. Horror was never really my thing, but I have to admit the main idea is integrating, and the main character are written well. The more I read, the more I can see why it's appealing to Yuri. All the talk about appreciating sophisticated language. While it's not exactly my kind of stories, to their credit, the author does a good job filling up the rather bleak situations. I never particularly imaginative, but even I can picture the scene in my head. If I weren't so tired, I could probably engage. Over time, I can't help but grow a little bored though. I guess I have read enough to able to discuss with Yuri tomorrow, so I decided to call it here. Looking up, I spot Sayori reading something, might as well what she's up to. I probably read this for long enough. Signing up with a scratch, I make my way over and take a seat next to her. Hey, how is it going, Sayori? What are you doing? What are you reading? As I sit down, I notice that she's quite content. Nothing much. See, just reading some stuff for school project. What about you? You seem really into your book. Oh yeah, it was a good read. At least as far as I can tell right now. I can't help but that but wish I sound a little more enthusiastic. That's great. So how are you liking the club? You're not bored, are you? She looked a little worried with cheerful personal faltering for a moment. Where did that question come from? It's a bit too early to tell how I really feel about the club. Of course not, Sayuri. Sure, I haven't been here for a long time, but I enjoy meeting everyone. They've opened my eye to new stuff. I've never been huge on readings, but I'm confident the lecturer clubs could change that. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're involved. You don't want to you don't want to join a club that you are not interested in, right? I know what you mean. I think reading will grow on me in time. Actually, do you mind if I sit with you and read? She looked at me, clearly surprised. I don't think she was expecting me to sit next to her, but nonetheless she seemed happy. Her smile is infectious, lifting my own spirit. That would be great, BPP. We did for a while, which turned into talking fairly quickly. Our conversation being a continuation of our chat from the walk to school. It's nice to just sit and talk with my childhood friends. Who guessed reconnecting would be so easy? I haven't felt this content for as long as I remember. They are good mood reflect on her as well as given that she was very lifting and bubbly. Makes sense. Everything makes sense. I don't know what is it about her that made me so at ease. Wow, we've been talking for a bit, haven't we? Man, I didn't even realize the time. I guess we've been talking for a while. I can see why you come to the lecture club so much. That's really is welcome. At each vibe, it must be a nice change of pace after how we do the hectic the school can be. I was hoping you can say that, BPB. It really is. I'm grateful for all the other as well. They really help the club that way. Make the club that way. I can't help but notice that Natsuki and Yuri seem to be very different though. Do you argue much? She looked a little downcast at my question. Sometimes yes, but thankfully it isn't often. I can sense this isn't a topic she likes discussing. Well, that's only normal, I guess. Monica seems like a great president though. She must be very proud of this club. Very nice. Just then, Monica get up from the desk she was sitting at and faced the classroom confidently. Speak of the devil. Okay everyone, I hope we have a good time so far. There's a good moment of silence during which everyone seemed to be glancing at me. Do you want me to respond? I'm honestly having a great time. Thanks for the warm welcome everyone. Well, it's great to hear that. As it turned out, Natsuki baked some cupcake for the club too. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about the non-seat, so let me get them. Let's go sit over there, BPP. It looks like there's a room at those desks for all of us. I duly follow Sayuri over to where the rest of the club had pulled a couple of the desks together to form a table. Oh boy, I made some tea as well. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabbed a wrap tray and Yuri opened the closet. Still feeling a bit awkward, I opt to take a seat next to Sayuri. If the conversation starts to die out, I can rely on her to save me. Meanwhile, Natsuki proudly marched back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifted the floor of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like a little cat. It looked pretty good though, I would eat it. I seriously would eat it, it's really good. The whisker drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Kawaii! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabbed one first, then Monica. I follow. Subarashide! It's delicious. Sari talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turned the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. If she's making it by herself, that's seriously impressive. It's practically taste professional done to me. But then again, it's not like that I have the most discerning taste palette. These cupcakes are so good! Thank you, Natsuki. Hey, yeah, you better thanks me, cause this took hard work to do. Yeah, it seems like... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, seems to really like it. Do you make it by yourself or did your parents help you? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I couldn't help them myself? No. It's just that it seems professionally made, so I was wondering if it's actually baker help you. Poof, poof. You know that? Poof. I wish my dad was a baker, but just because I don't bake for money, it doesn't mean that I can be good. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I just sucks at cooking myself, so I'm going by good cooking. I guess I could count myself lucky that I got to try your cupcake today, eh? Oh, it's not every day that I have time to bake, so be thankful. The expression on Natsuki's face practically say, "Bow down before me, peasant." Are you expecting PPP to mistake himself before you? She read that. Looked like Monica had the same thought. Ooh. You can't blame Natsuki for bragging a little though. I would too if I made this. Yeah, exactly. Natsuki smiled gratefully as Sayuri said. Meanwhile, Yuri returned to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a tea in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cup tray. Wait, I gotta save first. Save. Return. So we can auto save and save. Yes. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, okay. Change my impression. After all, doesn't have a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you. Does not embarrass you to look away. I'm sorry. I mean that, Don't worry about it, I believe it. Teas and reading might not be a convenient pastime for me, but I can at least appreciate it. I'm glad. Yuri faithful smiled to herself in relief. Monica raised an eyebrow, then smiled at me like the rock. I'm happy that you look like you enjoy yourself, Big Baby. As president of the literary club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Oh, that reminds me. Something popped by. That reminds me. I actually been meaning to ask you something, Monica. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the big club last year? Well, to be honest, I can stand on the politics around the major club. I feel like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I don't much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if we encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also not in agreement. Then I'm pretty surprised that there are more people in the club yet. But I guess it might be hard to start a new club since everyone probably settled in their own activity already. You could put it back. You could put it that way. It might be hard to people invested in things that are brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like lecturer. You have to work to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it might be school event like the cultural festival that much important. Speaking of school event, I don't think I saw you at the club fair at the beginning of the year. Ah, that's because I haven't started yet. Oh, I guess that's explain why you don't have any membership yet. Yeah, we missed the opportunity to join the first year who hadn't found club yet. It also a lot of harder to advertise on a person by person bias. And I like you said, a lot of people already have the other extra extra oh my god, I'm terrible at this word. Extracurricular by now. But even so, I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? We'll do our best. You know that. Everyone enthusiastically agreed. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must really have worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I'm still don't really know how can I keep up with their level of enthusiasm and about the lecturer. By the way, I know that everyone here like reading, but do you guys write as well? Actually, we haven't really done any writing together. Funnily enough. Do you guys just read and discuss book then? Aha, you could say that. Sounds more like a normal book club than a lecture club. To be honest, I was kind of expecting you all to do stuff like poetry together. At World Poetry, Nasuka Joel back a bit. Hey, do you not like poetry, Nasuki? What? What? I don't really have a opinion on it, I guess. Oh really? With a slight smile, Monica get up, rummaged through her book bag and returned with a loose notebook page in her hand. I happen to have a poem called... Hey, where'd you get that? Nasuke sprang up and snatched the paper out of Monica's grasp. Don't worry, I didn't steal it from your bag or anything. You dropped it on the way on the other days. I was going to return it, but I couldn't help teasing you a bit before I did that. Well, I appreciate it. You keep your noisy nose up on my private work. Aha, duty note. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help glancing over your poem when I picked it up. Your writing style is really cute, Natsuki. Hey, you cupcake your poems. Sorry. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari slides behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulder. The ship began. I'm not cute. The ship began. This is where the ship began. Everyone gonna ship this now. Hey, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So you do write your poem, Natsuki. Well, I guess sometime. What do you care? I just think that really neat. Why don't you share them with the club sometime? Not if everyone just gonna call me them cute. Like Sairi said, there's nothing wrong with being cute, you know. Ugh, you won't get it. There's nothing worse than trying to get the honest feedback from someone and just having them say cute. It's gonna drop from the word cute. Ah, I guess I didn't think of that. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, no one does. It's super annoying, you know. Actually, I believe I understand how Natsuki feels. She just surprised me. Natsuki looked surprised at Yuri's sudden interjection. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The true form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your reader, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. And when that's all dismissed with a single remark, well, suffice to say, it can greatly discourage you from putting your word out there again. It sounds like both of you and Nezuki have writing experience in common, Yuri. Maybe. um, although I didn't mean to speak for Nezuki. Geez, it's fine. I pretty much agree with what you just said. A brief moment of silence falls upon us and we all reflect on the conversation. This just gave me an idea, everyone. We all look closely at Monica, who smiled, nodding back at us. If we have a member who are looking for legitimate criticism of their poetry, how about we do that here? I'm sure we all can trust each other to be respectful, and I think it will be a fun activity for us. I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing my own poetry. I didn't write it to be read by public, so. Yeah, same here. That's fine, we all can just go home and write new poetry to bring tomorrow. I was going to suggest that anyway, since I don't think the rest of us have poetry ready to share yet. Yeah, that's so cute. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I think learning about the poetry would be really fun. Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Pee? Monica smiled warmly at me once again. The lecturer club has been very welcoming so far, at least after the initial introduction were made. Although I had to start writing poems, it seems like a fair price to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I had my doubt at first, but given how friendly and welcoming these girls are, I don't really see any reason why I should join the club. Yep, I'm looking forward to become a better friend with you all. Then, let's make it official. Welcome to the lecturer club. Thank you, Monica. Yosh! I'm so happy you joining us. Sayori rapper around me, jumping up and down. Hey! And thanks for playing along. She whispered this last remark in my ear, so she was aware that I never agreed to join the beginning. That's sneaky girl. Although Sayori is the most enthusiastic of all girls I lit up in happiness. I would be surprised. I would be super pissed if you had just left after eating my cupcake. I'm very glad that you stayed as well. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we officially end today's meeting on a good note. Don't forget tonight's assignment. Geez, I have to write assignment again. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we could hold a discussion. Monica looked over me once more. BPP, I'm looking forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress Monica with my medical reading and writing skill. Something tell me, oh geez, I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Oh well, it's not like Monica going to be harsh an actual lecturing teacher though, right? Meanwhile, the other continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Nezuki cleaning up the food. Another save for me. Save? That's right, save. Save. Hey Sayori, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? Given that she introduced me to all these amazing people, it's the least I could do for her. Sure, let's head out. With that, the two of us waved goodbye to the others and make our way home. On the way back, we discussed the event of the day, focusing particularly on each club. As we do, so my mind wandered between them all. Sayori, Nezuki, Yuri, and BPP, myself. I'm excited to hang out with everyone from now on. perhaps I have chance to grow closer to one of them. Alright, yes! I just need to make most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess they start with the writing poem on tonight. We finished the first day? Another save. Yep. Alright, I think gonna end this video right here. It was really fun, I would say. I'm really willing to play more of it because it's really a nice game. A really nice game because the first one was really won over by everyone. Everyone really love it, and I also like, very nice. And yeah, mostly. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Like and subscribe for part 2. Actually, I will do part 2 anyway, so doesn't matter. Basically, yeah. And see you tomorrow or today. Sayonara. Team X Mafia out.